The poem The Echoing Green by William Blake is written in appreciation of nature in simple terms. However, if we go deep into it, we will find the theme of life and death in the world. The poem is told by a young child who is playing in park. Well, let us know about William Blake. He was an English poet as well as philosopher who was born in 1757 and died in the year of 1827. Well, he is famous for his two poetry collections, Songs of Innocence and Songs of Experience, and his poetry reflects the relationship between nature and man, divinity and humanity. He was an artist resident. Okay, well, now let's talk about the title of the poem. The Echoing Green. The echoing means the sound which comes back, and green means trees, forest. Got my point? Okay. The poem has been divided into three stanzas, which, if we go deep, depict the three stages of life. Each stanza is divided into 10 lines, and the rhyme scheme is AABB. Another interesting thing worth noticing is that the first two stanza end in on the echoing green, while the final stanza ends in on the darkening green. We will discuss this. Okay, let's recite the first stanza of the poem. The sun does arise and make happy the skies. The merry bells ring to welcome the spring. The skylark and thrush, the birds of the bush, sing louder around to the bell's cheerful sound, while our sports shall be seen on the echoing green. The poet says that the sun rises and makes the skies happy. That is, when the sun arises, light spread across the sky, making it look beautiful and fresh, isn't it? Next, he says that the merry bells ring to welcome the spring. Merry bells probably refer to the church bell. Here, merry bell means what? Church bell, which is ringing in the morning. They are merry. Merry means happy because they welcome the beautiful morning of spring. Spring means here the spring season is mentioned. The skylark and thrush and the birds of the bush sing louder around to the bell's cheerful sound. Means skylark and thrush, these are the name of the birds, fly high in the air, while the birds of bush like sparrows remain near the ground. These two birds are go up in the air, and the small birds are remain on the near the ground, means they are not flying high. This, according to the poet, all the birds also sing in the spring morning loudly, which adds to the joyful sound of bells. Means they are putting their sound with the bells of the church. In simple words, the chirping of all the birds and the ringing of bell welcome the spring. Means not only bell but the birds, the nature is also involving them to welcome the spring. In the next line, the poet says that while all these things are going on, their sports are going on the echoing green. For the first time in the poem, we come to know that the speaker is a child who is playing with others in the green park. Other means with his friends, which is echoing. Echoing means the sound is repeating. Echo means a reflection of sound. But here echo symbolizes the cycle of life, because all this happiness is all this happens every morning and keeps repeating. Repeating means cycle of our life. Now we will move to the second stanza. Old John with white hair does laugh away care, sitting under the oak among the old folk. They laugh at our play, and soon they all say, such were the joys when we all, girls and boys, in our youth time were seen on the echoing green. Means the child says that old John with white hair laughs away care. Old John simply refers to an old man with white hair. Depict his final years of life, means is the at the last at the means old days. Laugh away means forgetting the problems of life by being happy and laughing. And care here means the thought of being old and fear of death. Understood? Thus, the lines mean that John, who is an old man with grey hair, is also in the park and is laughing without caring, means without his problems, he's laughing, he's enjoying his life about his old age and approaching death. He has no fear about his death or old age experiences. Hence, they are innocent while the old man knows about all this but ignores them by laughing. He knows that within few days, he is going to die, but he has no fear in his mind and he laughed. He is sitting under the oak tree along with other old people. Means his friends were also joined with him, where he is sitting under the oak tree, the name of a tree. The oak tree here not only means a tree in the park, but also strength and loving longevity and shelter for the old men. It is also a symbol of experience like old men. There are other old men as well. All of them laugh and play of children. This is the laugh which we find in the first line of this stanza. Seeing the children playing, they start memorizing about their own youth time. When they were kids, they were also used to play in this park like the children. They too used to enjoy when they were young on the echoing green. They were also enjoying in the park as described earlier. Here, echoing green refers to the cycle of life. Earlier, it was the old men who used to enjoy, and now that they are old. Now, in previous few years back, they were also enjoying like kids. Now, they are enjoying the kids who are playing in the park. Their places is taken by the new children, by the new generation. And this cycle will continue for eternity. We can't know, but this happens after years. Now we will move to the stanza 3. Till the little ones weary, no more can be merry. The sun does descend, and our sports have an end. Round the laps of their mothers, many sisters and brothers, like birds in their nest, are ready for rest, and sport no more seen on the darkening green. See here in this stanza what the poet want to say is, the children get tired and no one can enjoy. It is the time when the sun is about to descend. That is, the darkness is about to come. Now the sun is going to set. When the sun sets, what happens? That it darkens. All the children stop playing and go back to home. They means who? Brothers and sisters sit in the laps of their mothers like the bird chicks flock around their mother in the nest. Now, after it becomes dark, what happens when you are playing? You stop playing when it becomes dark, isn't it? In the same manner, these brothers and sisters also stop playing and they sit in the mother's lap. Lap means godi. Like the bird. Here, the laps of their mothers is compared to the bird to the chicks, and how in the nest the chicks flock around their mothers in their nest. It's time for their rest as it is night now. Why it is rest time? Because it is night. Hence, on the darkening green, no playing of children is seen. At night, you see that children are playing in the park? No. In the same manner, in that park also, children are not playing when it is darkened. So, it is mentioned as darkening green. Unlike the other two stanza, the stanza ends in darkening green because it is the end of the day. Darkening green means here the day ends. For the old men, it is the end of their life. For children, it is the end of the day. But for old men, means if we compare this cycle to our life cycle, means it is the end of their life. Dark green is not cheerful but dread and scary. Thus, it is the end of one life. There will be a new day. There will be new children, and those who were playing will get old and sit under the oak tree, and this cycle will go on, will go on, will go on. So, what is the theme in this poem? The main theme of romantic age is quite visible. That is return to the nature. Nature provides everything for the children, for the birds, and even for the old men. Those living in the urban areas are deprived of this priceless gift. Thank you. Hope that you understood the poem. Bye. Take care.